You should ask yourself that question before the bad thing happens, right? You should understand what industry you're in. You should understand like what would be the impact, right? Can we afford to be down? How long can we afford to be down? If this was disclosed, what would be the impact be? Do we have a legal obligation here? Right? Those are things you should be asking yourself well in advance. And if you need to be analyzing your risk, you do that. But the next thing is if you decide, you know what, if we were in a pinch of a situation, this might be a hard decision. That means that you're an organization that should have an incident responder retained in advance, way in advance. They should be briefed on your systems. They should have a plan in place. They are going to make a recommendation, and you are going to let the incident responder run the show. In addition to that, this is a discussion that should be had with your insurer. You should have cyber insurance. You, your cyber insurer, and your incident responder should be a team. And I think that most clients are uninformed to answer that question, Scott. And I think, unfortunately, these cybercrime gangs, they're real businesses. They're billion-dollar businesses in some cases, multi-billion-dollar businesses. They got customer service, right? You can open tickets. Like they basically do what they say, oftentimes at the same rate that commercial organizations do. Now, a lot of them are slimy, right? And the reality is some of them never pay out, right? Sometimes you don't have to pay out because you can get your data back. And that's why an incident responder is so important. But I think the important thing is that if you're analyzing your risk in advance and you're taking the steps required to back up your data, for example, Zach, to make sure that you've got that cold set, right? To make sure that you've got an incident responder, to make sure that you have that cyber insurance, you will never be in the place of making that decision.
Well,